All right, so I am in my winter storage area, which is also my garage, and I figured I'd show you how the trees are doing, a little winter update, if you will. So let's take a look at them. So this is the overwintering area, and I have 4 lights up here that I am using for all my tropicals or semi-tropical trees here. Um, all the trees that I have that are like, dormant. It's a little messy over here, but you can see I have some eastern redbuds over there that are dormant, some yew trees. All of these trees over here are dormant. You can see I have like some of the eastern redbuds, Chinese elm. There's a red oak back there. This is a box elder one right here. Black walnut, sageu elm, sweet gum tree, just an empty tray that I may be using. Little apple tree. So yeah, this is where all the dormant trees are because they don't need a lot of light. Down here we have some more trees. All of them are dormant minus like some of the yew cuttings. We have my black locust here, a couple little succulents, dawn redwood, willow tree right here, American hornbeam. So it's a little bit of a mess in here, but it's not too bad. Right here I have some readouts of the temperatures outside and inside. So it's currently 41 degrees in here. And actually this is another sensor that is back over there. That little white device is a sensor. So I have 2 different readouts as well as one other readout that's on my garage door. So we know that it's 41 degrees here. This is reading it as 41 degrees Fahrenheit. That other sensor over there is reading as 38. And if I look over the side, and if I look at my garage door, I can see that it's reading 47 degrees. So I'd kind of do a rough estimate between all 3 of those indoor sensors and give me like an average of like right now, I would say it's roughly maybe like 42 or 43 degrees in here. And this one's in my bonsai area outside, and this one is in my shed outside that will eventually be another cold frame that I'll be using, but it's currently being used as storage. So you can see the humidity rate in here is pretty good. It's at 64, 65, so not too bad. And if I'm finding that it is getting a little bit cold in here, I have this little heater that I turn on, just to bump it up a couple degrees. I try to keep it at like 37 to 47 degrees in here. So usually somewhere in the low 40s works. And all the tropicals seem to be pretty fine at that temperature. One of the trees that isn't doing so well is my Arabica coffee tree here. You can see it's super droopy and not extremely happy. I have 2 of these, and I brought one of them to my work office to see if that'll help. But as soon as it got out of this high humidity, it's about like 65% humidity. As soon as I brought it to my work office where it's less humid, the leaves instantly got crunchy, and I don't think it's going to make it. So I don't know if this one's going to make it either, but I'm just going to leave it in here. We'll see what happens. Can only do so much. Got to work with what I got. So you can see the lemon cypress is pretty happy. My kiwi dropped its leaves, but that's fine. It usually drops its leaves this time of year. We got some lemon trees, another lemon tree. These 3 right here are a new addition that I'm going to be slip potting at some point. There's 3 coastal redwoods. So I'm excited to see what I can do with these things. Over here we have some succulents, a little tiger bark ficus. Back there we have a ginseng ficus. We got a ficus benjamina. Right here is an acacia tree with some yew cuttings up there. We got my copper beech tree here with some rainbow succulents. This is a little baby juniper that I've grown from seed that is growing extremely slow, but it's still alive. It's still doing its thing. More succulents. We have a Ficus benjamina cutting there, lemon tree, olive tree, which I got to up pot at some point. It's just kind of hanging out there. A big lemon cypress I picked up for like 10 bucks on an after Christmas sale. Smaller lemon cypress is doing well. Eastern red cedar. We have this succulent that I'm sorry, Tom, I can't remember what it is, but I'll put the name here up on screen. So I'm excited to dive into that in the spring. We have a Thanksgiving cactus that never really budded out. We do have the flowers here, but it never really flowered. Probably because it's too cold in here. We have some Japanese maples, I believe, back there. A little Eastern redbud back there. My tiger bark ficus is doing very well. It's actually growing a lot in the plant room here. This thing is super happy. I'm probably going to be doing a big chop on this, you know, in the next couple months. So yeah, excited to see what that'll do. Ginkgo from seed. Let's see, I think that's either a spruce or a Eastern red cedar. Ficus benjamina right here. Another succulent here. You know, this Ficus benjamina is not doing too well right now. I'm not sure if this one's going to make it through the winter, but we shall see. My Christmas cactus that I got, not super thrilled with this. It's looking kind of soft. I don't know if it's going to make it. It's been dropping leaves like crazy. This is one that I got off Facebook Marketplace for like, oh man, what was it, $5? And it was growing like crazy. We were getting some growth in the summer, and then it's been going downhill. So I don't know. We'll see. Over here we have a little grapevine, dawn redwood behind it. We got some lemon trees, Easter cactus. This is a little redbud tree. Another cutting of a Ficus benjamina. Another Ficus benjamina over here. Acacia tree in the back. My Edgar Allan Portulacaria in the back. Some privets, or one privet back there that the leaves are still on. And a little yew tree back right there. And the rest of this stuff is just miscellaneous cuttings and little 1-year-old red buds. Nothing too crazy. So to catch the water, I'm using these, they're probably about 18-inch hoagie trays. And I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, I have probably about like 6 of them. As well as this big one right here. This one is probably like, I don't know, 18 by 32-ish, something like that. And that's actually a tray that's used for a dog cage. So it works pretty well for catching the water down here. And then, you know, there's a couple sporadic little bonsai trays down there. These hoagie trays work pretty well, but I think next year I want to get like 2 or 3 more of these dog cage trays, because they're probably the best. And if I get like 1, 2, 3, and 4, I think I would be set, and it would make it a lot easier to collect some of this extra water down there. So when I'm watering in my overwintering station here, I usually use my watering can here, and it works fairly well for getting all of the trees here. But one thing that I try to do is, after I have the water in the trays here, I use a turkey baster here, and I like to suck up some of the extra water right here and utilize all this little extra bits of water, just so I'm not wasting a whole lot. And it really does work pretty well. Maybe it'd be better to get like a little bit of a larger turkey baster, but for the most part, after I do a big, you know, water on all the trees, I kind of just jump around and give them a little bit of extra just from the turkey baster here. And it's nice because even if I come out here just to do a little bit of watering, I can sometimes even just come out here with the extra water sitting in the trays and just top them all off. And it works really well for just, if you need to get in like on a super tight area, like if I need to get in on this one right here, I can be a lot more accurate with the watering here. So yeah, it works out pretty well. I do have some other trees in here, like some of my junipers, pawpaws, ginkgos, red buds. Even some of my avocados are hanging out in here. So yeah. So yeah, that's the overwintering station. Everything is, I would say about 99.5% of all the trees are surviving. Some are not doing so great, but it's fine. We're making it through the Pennsylvania winter. So that is it for today. Happy 2026, and thanks for watching.